These days, when people talk about European leadership, it's generally not very positive, and it's rarely about mayors. But in the case of Amsterdam, we just lost our beloved Mayor Eberhard van der Laan, who, to me, was not just a great leader, but a great European. I met Mayor van der Laan a couple times. The first was in 2011, during a rather dark period in Dutch political history, when anti-immigrant politician Geert Wilders was in the Dutch coalition, after calling the country a multi-culti nightmare. Not to be outdone with nightmarish talk, there was another Dutch politician named Frits Bolkestein. Bolkestein. Scary. Bolkestein talked about the supposed Islamization of the country and suggested that the Dutch government was no longer able to protect the Jews. As luck would have it, the same day as the Bolkestein quote, there was an event scheduled called the Jewish Moroccan Night. There were Jewish storytellers, Moroccan singers, and poets. I was the comedian. And we were supposed to expect a visit from the mayor. I'd been to events before where the mayor might show up. The mayor never shows up. But this time, he did. And as soon as he entered the place, there was an energy around the room. Van der Laan took the stage and he gave a powerful speech blasting the fear-mongering and the scare tactics, and I totally agreed. I mean, there was so many scare tactics going on at the time, it felt like an episode of Scooby-Doo. Only instead of some creepy dude trying to scare off all the tourists, it was a creepy politician trying to scare off all the immigrants. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that meddling mayor. Mayor van der Laan ended the speech with a personal plea. He said, if anyone here tonight is feeling so threatened or scared that you're thinking of leaving my city, then give me a call. He gave his number on stage. He said, we'll take the call 24/7. I thought, now that's leadership. The second time I met Mayor van der Laan, it was for an interview. An interview for expat radio to help us internationals assimilate. And when he arrived, his English was perfect, but he said, I'm doing the interview in Dutch. Or specifically, ieder zijn eigen taal. I'd ask questions in English, he would respond in Dutch. What kind of mayor would he be if he didn't try to teach us immigrants the language? Amsterdam's previous mayor, Joop Cohen, was more ambitious with his English. I remember in 2009, in this very theater, there was a big event. At the event, Cohen came on stage and instead of saying, good evening, everyone, good evening, he said, good night, everyone, good night. There was a huge laugh from the audience. He was like, haha, yes. We were all thinking, that was the shortest speech ever. I told the anecdote to Mayor van der Laan, and he said, I've had enough English coaching to know that's the biggest pitfall for a Dutch politician. When you tell yourself, I can speak the English fluid, you know you're not fluent. Eberhard van der Laan, you made me laugh. You made me cry. Amsterdam will miss you. Europe will miss you. Rest in peace.